And now back to our coverage of the trial in the death of Ahmaud Arbery. The trial officially underway, opening statements wrapping up today, testimony happening right now. Arbery was shot and killed in a Brunswick neighborhood in February 2020. Video of his death was showed to the jury today. 3 men are charged with his death, charged with murder. They were not arrested until almost 3 months after that deadly shooting. And our First Coast News legal analyst, Latoya Williams-Shelton, joins us live tonight to talk about what was said during opening statements today. So Latoya, walk us through what we heard in court today during those opening statements.
So essentially, again, you heard each side's theory of the case and what they thought that the evidence and the testimony would bring about in the case. We also heard a motion from one of the counsels for a mistrial based on some of the information that came out in the prosecution's opening statement. That motion was, of course, ultimately denied.
So one of the things that stood out to me and to the judge as well, it seems like, Roddie Bryan, one of the defendant's attorneys, did not give an opening statement. And our reporter Kaylee, who's there in Glenn County, tweeted out saying that he said he wanted to wait to give his opening statement until the state finishes presenting the evidence. And the judge said in almost his decade of experience, he's never heard of this happening. So what's the reason behind this?
This is true. He did say that, and the judge even had to take a second to go and look at this rule that Roddie Bryan's attorney was stating this based upon, because he's like, I've never heard of this. It's an American Bar Association rule that does give them, the opportunity to present their opening statement after the state's case in chief. Now, of course, I'm not in Roddie Bryan's attorney's head, but my thought process is like I said before, he has to do any and everything that he can to set his client apart from these other two defendants. And I think that his strategy here is, let me hear what it is that the state's case in chief is about, and then let me make my opening statement so that I can make sure that I differentiate my client between these other two defendants.
A very interesting strategy. And let's talk now about the body camera video. It was shown to the jury today during an officer's testimony. My producer, who's there in Glenn County, tweeted out that one juror was seen hiding her eyes with her notebook, just unable to watch this video because it was so graphic, not blurred, showing Arbery's body there in the street. What kind of impact will this video have?
I think it could have a huge impact on the jury. I remember indicating that I think that it may be a good thing for the prosecution to have so many women on the jury. And I think just as women, we tend to be emotional creatures. And if these women are thinking about whether that was, their child or their grandchild, and in addition to that, it's a very graphic video. If you guys remember, this video was actually the subject of one of the defense's motion in limine. They were asking that this video not be shown because they felt like it was inflammatory and it would do exactly what it is doing to the jury. So I think that, showing the video was actually a win for the state. It was what she essentially said. I think it did exactly what she said it would do, which was show the jurors the reality of what happens when you shoot someone with a shotgun.
Latoya Williams-Shelton, thank you so much for your time tonight and for your analysis. We will continue to chat with you throughout this trial, and our coverage continues right now on firstcoastnews.com and on the First Coast News app. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.